What's up, guys? So it's been a while, and I know shit's been going on all around the world and blah blah blah. Well, apparently I tried to upload this video, and then when I went to YouTube and I couldn't, I've already deleted it. I didn't realize it didn't upload, and then when I went to go relook at it, for the reason why, it was like completely gone. So I'm gonna upload this again. Hopefully, I tell everything the way it was because I totally can't remember everything, and I hope I do. So we're going to talk about Warped Tour. I'm not talking about any Warped Tour. I'm talking about the one in Massachusetts I went to at the Xfinity Center. And how horrible it was. I hate to say that word, horrible, but it was horrible. So what happened was, we literally live in Maine. That's where I'm from. So, like, even in southern Maine, we had a 3-hour drive just to the Warped Tour. And the thing is, my friend already bought, tickets for 4 of us, and 2 of them were for me and my boyfriend, and we were going down there, and yeah, it was gonna be nice, and we could, honestly, at this time, I'm in between jobs, my boyfriend's just starting jobs, like, we don't have any money, and we went down to Massachusetts. Sorry, for Warped Tour. I'm yawning because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I worked I woke up like at 1 o'clock because I thought I had to be at work at 3 and I really had to be at work at 5, so I worked like 5 to 9:30 because we were so dead and I didn't want to close by myself, so I left. Sorry, that's off topic, but just saying, that's why I'm tired, because I worked. I busted my butt today and I'm here doing this. Because YouTube doesn't like me. Sorry, YouTube, but this is going up again. So we literally drove the 3 hours down there, and the worst experience I had was when we stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, and I had to go wipe myself, and my hand dipped in the toilet, and I was like, this is lovely. I sanitized the shit out of my hand, and we continued on our way. Got donuts, used the bathrooms, and we were back on our road trip. Of course, and it was long and tiring, and we all needed drinks and snacks, and we were all munching and drinking on our way down there, and smoking, and it was fine. The drive down was fine. It was not bad at all. And then one thing led to another, and we finally got there. So of course, when we finally got there, I think we stopped for bathrooms 2 hours away. So after all the drinking we've done, we literally had to go to the bathroom again. So all of us finally, they directed us where to park. So we finally parked. And we parked. And then we were right by the porta potties. So we literally walked out. We ran over to the porta potties. Waited in line. Used the porta potties that were in the parking lot. Then we went back to the car to get everything ready and stuff. Because I was worried because they said, on the Xfinity Center itself, the place they are hosting it, they don't allow backpacks in. Well, I guess because of this event and how big it was that they allowed backpacks in, but it was too late because I put everything in my friend's bag, and now I feel like shit because we're already waiting in line and stuff, and I didn't want to go back to the car because I didn't think we were gonna wait in line as long as we did. And at that point, I wasn't even sure. I didn't even know we could bring in backpacks till we were already in. And once you're in, you cannot leave unless you want to leave for good, which sucks. Honestly, I think that's a stupid rule. You pay like $100 a ticket. You should be able to leave and come back. What if you forget something in your car? Now you're fucking screwed. Honestly, that's the stupidest thing ever. That's my opinion. So yes, and then there was 2 girls that we were meeting up, 2 friends of mine that we were meeting up at Warped Tour because they were taking their own car down there. So we literally got there and we waited in line and we're all fucking sweating, just standing there, sweating bullets. And of course they want they're not even selling water outside, which they should have done. They're literally selling sunglasses and bandanas and $20 Warped Tour bracelets that they had 300 of only, and you could need double ass Warped Tour that you need a bracelet. I ain't paying no $20 for a bracelet. I would rather pay $20 for a gallon of water at that point. You needed drinks and stuff outside the area, but there wasn't. And they had a water station inside, but it was 2 little tents set up. that were water stations. And I was like, really? Like, you had to wait for water even though it's like it was literally like 90 something degrees out, like almost 100 degrees. We're all fucking dying of heat and sweat, and there's like 2 little water stations to fill up your waters. Ugh. And of course, like, waters themselves, they were like $3 a bottle. Yeah, fun times. So yeah, so we literally got there and we're sweating and we're waiting. And then by the time we finally got in, it was super crowded. Like, they had venues, and then we were still blocked off from going to where the stages were. So we met up with our friends. We finally found our friends, and we met up with them. And just waited for the doors to open. Like, still sitting there fucking sweating, like, drinking all the water and blah, blah, blah. Well, soon enough, the gates open. We're like, okay, well, you know, couple hours, and they'll be the band that my friend bought the tickets for, wanting to see We the Kings. And I was like, I've liked them, you know, for a while, not as long as, like, she's like a... Sorry, the oven's ready for my food. But, like, she's like, oh, I've been a fan for them for so long, like, when people barely knew them. I'm like, yeah, I kind of got in the craze when everyone was about them. So I'm not like a true fan, but yes, I do like their music. And so we like waited for them, and we had the schedule, and they bought highlighters, and we were highlighting what we wanted to see, and it turned out not to work that way. So what happened was the doors opened and we finally got in, and we were close to one stage. We're like, well, we're waiting for them anyways, so we might as well go see this band before them. So we stood there and we watched the band before them. I'm getting fucking dizzy and stuff. So my boyfriend Mike buys me like this fruit pop icy that they were going around, that you literally had to get to the front, like right by the stage, because that's right in front of the stage is where they were selling it at. You had to hand the guy $3 for this little a thing like that big, like a ice pop, and you didn't even get to choose what it was. They just handed it to you. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. So of course it's fucking crowded, and everyone's trying to get one and all this stuff, and oh, it's horrible, and I'm getting lightheaded, okay, so I feel a little bit better. Well, before they had a period in between the 2 acts, so I was like, I'm gonna go get some water. So my friend gave me money, and I got all 4 of us waters and came back, and it was so freaking crowded, like, holy crap. So then the band comes on. Not only am I not in my own space, like, I can't have my own space because I have a girl, like, literally right on top of me, like, her hair, like, flipped and caught in my earrings, and I was trying to pull away without pulling her hair, and I had her, like, butt on me, and my boyfriend's next to me, and some guy that crowd surfed, like, landed behind him and started grinding on him, and he had to elbow him. And we were all getting, like, we literally didn't even, between 4 of us, we had probably 1 space to share. And it was horrible. So it was overcrowded. And then, like, the end of the song is, like, whenever, the end of their set is when everyone decides, like, the most known song, they, like, something, Juliet, I can't remember what it was. But, like, literally everyone wanted to crowd surf, and I'm trying to enjoy the song, and I'm trying not to get kicked in the head. I'm watching out for everyone. One girl fell because no one wanted to have her crowd surf and stuff, and literally it was so horrible. I couldn't even enjoy the song. I was too busy worried about how people crowd surfing and gonna hit me, because one guy actually landed on my shoulder. I have a bad shoulder. He actually grabbed it and fell, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be hurt. And thank God I wasn't, but that could really gone bad. And I was overheating, I was dehydrated, my body was, like, slowly, like, light. I was getting so lightheaded that I was like, I'm done after this. So we go and take a break, and that's when shit started to hit the fan, because we were leaving, and I'm holding on to my boyfriend's shirt, and he's trying to go, and I have all these, and he's following my friends, and everyone's trying to hold on to each other, everyone's bumping into each other, not saying excuse me, like it is overcrowded, and everyone's just running into each other. Well, I got bumped, and then I got, my grip kind of got loose, and then I got bumped again, and I was lost from the group. So then he's trying to find me. At the same time, my friends apparently gave him his phone. So then they disappear. I guess they said something to him, but then they disappear. And he has their phones, and he's trying to find me because I'm completely fucking lost. I'm trying to chase him, and we're going in circles. And we're like, you know what? Just stay there. We're gonna meet you. Blah, blah, blah. And then they disappear, and then we're trying to find them. We're freaking out, and we're both like, we're done. This is just chaotic. This is bullshit. So then we finally leave the area with all the stages, and we find our friends, and we're all four of us are like, we're hot, we're sweaty, we don't want to do this. And honestly, we go to our friend and we go, I'm like the one that speaks up. I'm like, honestly, you bought the tickets. If you want to leave, we'll leave, because honestly, I'll stay because you're the one that bought the tickets. I don't want to waste your money, but if you want to go, then we're gonna go. Like, honestly, this is your treat. We're gonna ruin this for you. And then, so then we all just, like, left. And, like, we had to find the exit. And it was so, and, like, everyone was like, well, if you leave, you can't come back in. Yes, we know, we don't want to come back in. It was so horrible. It was so compact and all this stuff. And then as we're leaving, there's even more people. Like, they're having more people come in. And not even to mention their bag checks, or, like, they, like, swiped through your bag and, like, looked in and was like, you're good. Like, they didn't pat anyone down. They didn't use metal detectors or anything. They literally didn't look through, like, people's bags. They literally just went, yep, you're good. And, like, anyone who didn't have a bag was, like, fine to go right on through. Like, someone could have had a bomb. Like, that is not okay. That freaks me out. That's such a safety hazard. Like, a big event like this, and, like, you're telling people without bags just to go on through and not even looking through people's bags properly. That just scares me. Like, the security was so horrible. And then we left, and there was still more people, and as we were leaving, like, there was people parked on the side of the road where you're supposed to be driving in the parking lot. Not even in parking spaces. I swear this is what they did, was sold more, they sold as many tickets as they could to get as much money out of us, instead of freaking being like, oh, this theater has a max capacity. We shouldn't sell more tickets than this place can hold. But obviously they did, because there was way too many people. It was way too crowded for anything to do. Like, we could barely move without running into someone, or, having to fight my way through a fucking crowd. So it was horrible, and we only lasted, like, I don't know. We got there at like 9 and we left at 2. And then, I guess shortly after, the 2 other girls that we met up with left, like, an hour after us. Like, they didn't even finish Warped Tour. I'm like, no, it's too ridiculous. It's too hot. It's, like, almost 100 degrees weather. They have, like, 2 little water things set up for you, and, it's horrible. It was horrible, and we all got badly sunburned. It was just a nightmare. And honestly, this is what I'm gonna say about Warped Tour. Like, I don't care. Like, the other Warped Tours, they could have been nice, but the one in Massachusetts, this is my opinion, no one else's, but this is what I think. It just sucked, and honestly, they said it was never like this, and I wish I went to other ones, because this last one was so horrible that it makes me not want to do anything like that again. Alright, I love you all, and I hope to do an update on my life and whatever soon, but I needed to get this out before I forgot about it. Love you!